ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागरदुःखविदूनहृदं रचयाखिलदर्शनतत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। Salutations to the Lord, the entire Guru Parampara and the Shruti Mata. We will chant our Taittiriya Upanishad as we chanted yesterday, continuation of that. That every day we'll have a little of Abhyasa of Taittiriya Upanishad Parayanam. Before we study this Upanishad mantras with the help of Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. And to you and me who are the Adhyatmika sadhakas trying to become. For us, on the path of the sadhana, right from beginning, throughout the middle and toward the end, the one and only support is the Lord who is in the form of our own Guru. To a disciple, to a Adhyatmika sadhaka, Guru himself is Mata, Pita, Bandhu, Sakha, Bhagavan and everything. And the one that way discovers everything in the Guru and surrenders to the Guru everything and practices everything what Guru teaches is the only one who will experience the Paramatma who is everything. And for us, Puja Gurudev is everything. Today is Gurudev's Jayanti. So before we study our Upanishad, it's very wonderful that Adi Shankara Jayanti, 2 days back, we started our study of Taittiriya Upanishad. And within 2 days, today again, we are invoking Guru Parampara's Krupa, Guru Tattva Krupa, and especially our own Puja Gurudev's Krupa. We'll just chant our Ashtottara Shatanamavali of Puja Gurudev. Then we chant Chinmaya Ashtakam. It will take 10 minutes. Thus, we pray to our Gurudev, Guru Tattva, to be with us all the time so that we don't miss our this spiritual journey any moment throughout life. And in this very life, may we all not only be committed but fully be confident that by His grace, definitely we'll have the glimpses of the experience of the truth. Om Shri Chinmayananda Sadgurave Namaha Dhyayami Avahayami Asanam Samarpayami Padyam Samarpayami Argyam Samarpayami Achamanam Samarpayami Snaniyam Samarpayami Vastram Samarpayami Bhasmarakshan Dharayami Gandham Samarpayami Pushpamalam Samarpayami. Om Shri Chinmayananda Sadgurave Namaha अष्टोत्तरशतनामैः मानसिक समस्त दिव्य परिमल पत्र पुष्प अक्षतैः पूजयामि. Just feel Puja Gurudev in the heart, and to his lotus feet we are offering all beautiful fragrant flowers of our own sadhanas, our own commitments, our own disciplines. Om Ajaya Namaha, Om Avyayaya Namaha, Om Avinashine Namaha, Om Achintyaya Namaha, Om Aprameyaye Namaha, Om Advitiyaye Namaha, Om Aniketaye Namaha, Om Anushasanapriyaye Namaha, Om Antasakshine Namaha, Om Antaryamine Namaha, Om Anandaya Namaha, Om Atmaswarupaya Namaha, Om Anglabhasha Viduttamaye Namaha, Om Ishwaraya Namaha, Om Udara Hrudayaya Namaha, Om Utsahavardhakaya Namaha, Om Ekasmai Namaha, Om Omkaravide Namaha, Om Karunasagaraya Namaha, Om Karmaparayanaaya Namaha, Om Kalatitaya Namaha, Om Kaivalyaswarupaya Namaha, Om Krutatmane Namaha, Om Krutakrutyaaya Namaha, Om Gita Jnana Yajna Pracharakaaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Gunatitaya Namaha, Om Grantakrute Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Chinna Samshayaya Namaha, Om Jagadatmane Namaha, Om Jagatsakshine Namaha, Om Janapriyaya Namaha, Om Jitendriyaya Namaha, Om Jiva Brahmaikya Namaha, Om Jivan Muktaya Namaha, Om Jirnamandirodharakaya Namaha, Om Tapovanasishyaya Namaha, Om Tapasvine Namaha, Om Tapanashanaya Namaha, Om Tirthaswarupaya Namaha, Om Tejasvine Namaha, Om Dehatitaya Namaha, Om Dvandvatitaya Namaha, Om Drudhanishchayaya Namaha, Om Dharma Samsthavakaya Namaha, Om Dhimate Namaha, Om Dhiraya Namaha, Om Dhairyapradaya Namaha, Om Narayanaaya Namaha, Om Nijanandaya Namaha, Om Nirapekshaya Namaha, Om Nispruhaya Namaha, Om Nirupamaya Namaha, Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha, Om Nityaya Namaha, Om Niranjanaya Namaha, Om Paramaya Namaha, Om Parabrahmane Namaha, Om Pavanaya Namaha, Om Pavakaya Namaha, Om Purushottamaya Namaha, Om Prasannatmane Namaha, Om Phalasaktirahitaya Namaha, Om Bahubhaktaya Namaha, Om Bandhamochakaya Namaha, Om Brahmanishtaya Namaha, Om Brahmaparaya Namaha, Om Bhayanashanaya Namaha, Om Bharatagauravaya Namaha, Om Bhumne Namaha, Om Mahavakyopadeshakaya Namaha, Om Maharshaye Namaha, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahatmane Namaha, Om Medhavine Namaha, Om Yatatmane Namaha, Om Yajnakrite Namaha, Om Lokaprasiddhaya Namaha, Om Vangmine Namaha, Om Vibhave Namaha, Om Vinodapriyaya Namaha, Om Vineshilaya Namaha, Om Vitaragaya Namaha, Om Vedanta Vedyaya Namaha, Om Shantaya Namaha, Om Shanti Pradaya Namaha, Om Shastrodharakaaya Namaha, Om Shuddhasattvaaya Namaha, Om Shruti Namaha, Om Shrotriyaya Namaha, Om Sannyasine Namaha, Om Samabuddhaye Namaha, Om Satchidanandaya Namaha, Om Sarvahita Chintakaya Namaha, Om Satyasankalpaya Namaha, Om Santushtaya Namaha, Om Sadhave Namaha, Om Sumanase Namaha, Om Suhrude Namaha, Om Swayam Jyotishe Namaha, Om Siddhaprajnaya Namaha, Om Kshamashilaya Namaha, Om Jnanamurtaye Namaha, Om Jnanayogine Namaha, Om Jnanatruptaye Namaha, Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha, Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha, Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha, Om Shri Chinmayananda Sadgurave Namaha. Just one arati. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति ॐ तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे स्थितप्रज्ञाय धीमहि तन्नः चिन्मयः प्रचोदयात् ॐ मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय महनीयगुणात्मने सर्वलोकशरण्याय साधुरूपाय मङ्गलम् श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Just chant Gurudev's Ashtakam, just to invoke his presence in our hearts permanently so that he takes care of our all sadhanas. ॐ ओङ्कारसूनमकरन्दरसं पिबन्तम् अध्यात्मभृङ्गमवनीतलभाग्यशृङ्गम् आनन्दपूर्णमतिमप्रतिमप्रभावं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि उन्मीलदम्बुजदलायतमुग्धनेत्रम् उत्तप्तनिर्मलसुवर्णसमानगात्रम् उन्निद्रभक्तजनमानसराजहंसं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि आयामरम्यभुजदण्डगभीररूपं मायान्धकारविनिवारणभद्रदीपं मुद्रादरिद्रकरुणावरुणाधिवासं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि धावल्यमञ्जुलमृदुस्मितकान्तिपूरं विस्मारिताखिलपदानतदुःखभारम् आताम्रशोभनपरिच्छदसंवृताङ्गं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि विज्ञानसारवचनामृतजन्नुकन्या निःशेषधौतभवकिल्बिषमुन्नतांसं श्रीखण्डमण्डितमनोज्ञविशालपालं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि सान्दीपनेति भुवनप्रथितं प्रशान्तम् अध्यासितं परममङ्गलमालयाग्र्यं श्रीमत्तपोवनतपोधनुशिष्यवर्यं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि कल्याणशीतलकटाक्षनिरीक्षणेन तापत्रयप्रशमनैकपरं सुधीरं प्रज्ञानवारिधितरङ्गविहारलोलं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि नानापुराणनिगमागमतत्त्वविज्ञं साक्षात्कृतप्रणवसारमुदारभावं संसारघोरतरकाननदाववह्निं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि. What Sadgurus want from us is manage your outer life with dharma and manage your inner life of Deha, Indriya, Prana, Mana, each of them fully perfect, health of the Deha, energy of the Prana, purity of the Mana and Ekagrata of Mana, then subtlety, Shuddha Sattva Guna of the intellect. Then, with the achievement of Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadama, what the Sadgurus want from us is study the Shastras relentlessly, regularly, seriously, and Shastra mainly the Upanishads. And in that, the Atma Vidya, the Brahma Vidya, the Brahmatmaikya Bodha is taught. So try to understand it in its all details and depths. After that, live all the life of Adhyatmika sadhana to reach and experience that self. This is what every Sadguru wants every Sat Sishya to achieve. Then en route may the Dharma, may the Sanatana Dharma, may the Shastra Parampara be protected, passed on. That's what the Guru wants. And all other things of the traditions, all the cultures, or the external service to the humanity, to the nation, all of them, even to the entire creation, is a part depending on the requirement, all that naturally gets expressed. But the main thing the Sadguru wants us is you, the Jiva, now discover your own inner essential self. And it is only experiential. Experience comes only when the Tattva Krupa, Guru Krupa is there. Guru Tattva Krupa comes when we are committed for Adhyatmic sadhana through the study of the Vedanta Upanishads. Puja Gurudev expected that only from us. Any other pujas, other sevas, he will appreciate no doubt. But what makes him more joyful with us is when we are regularly studying our Shastras and trying to live up to them to discover the ultimate goal indicated by those Shastras. That is the main and only main thing he wants. All other is Anushangikam, Prasangikam, and they're all secondary things. So, in fact, in our life, we can see Puja Gurudev's Krupa every moment. नस नस में रोम रोम में हर एक inhaling exhaling में he alone is there sustaining us, especially if you can see from last couple of years. 2 years back on 2020 May, today's day, we started our study of the Veda mantras. Before that also we were doing very regularly, but 2020 May 8th we took a commitment to see how we are qualified to receive the message from Shastra and Gurus. And by Gurudev's grace alone, the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara Krupa, from that day, May 8th, 2020, today is May 2022. Without break, even one day, these 736 days, 35 days, 36, 7, 6, 365, 730 days, without even one day break. Every day, we have studied one or the other Veda mantras in the beginning. We started with the Sahana Vavatu Shanti mantras, around 20 of them or 18 of them. Then we went into the study of our great Suktams, Purusha Suktam, Sri Suktam, Narayana Suktam, Meda Suktam, Durga Suktam. Then all of that, Sri Suktam, Ayusha Suktam, Ano Bhadra Suktam, Hiranyagarbha Suktam. We spent good time for that. Then during the end of June, we studied Rudram for a couple of weeks. Then from July 1st, we started study of the Upanishads. Then we did Isha, Kena, Kata, Prashna, Mundaka, and 3 days back on Shankar Jayanti, 2 days back. Mandukya Upanishad we could do with all Karikas, all four Prakarana. On that day only, the next Upanishad in the series, Taittiriya, we started. So not even one day break. Along with that, so many beautiful thoughts in the morning, so many puja paddhatis we learnt, and some Prakarana Granthas we studied. Recently we started Viduraniti of Mahabharatam, and the daytime we are doing beautiful texts, Telugu. Nowadays, the Vedanta Dindima and Vishnu Sahasranama with Bhashyam going on. Evening, we are also trying to study Bhagavatam Purana. That also started on July 1st again. 2 years back, Chaturmasa. We are in 11th Skanda, Bhikshu Geetam, Valmiki Ramayana we started when Ayodhya, Sri Ram Mandir inauguration started, or the foundation stone. Almost 2 years. We are in Uttarakanda. We are in the Uttarakhand also around chapter 26 or so. The Ravana and all that stories, Rama story, Hanumanji's Jivanam, all that. So all are possible only by the grace of Guru Parampara, our Puja Gurudev. While dedicating all these at their feet, we are again doing pratigna and commitment. Oh Guru, we know this is very superficial thing of studying Shastra, and by your grace, we also are trying to know that more than outside study of Shastra, it is our inner purification at all levels of personality which is sought, followed by which that whatever said in Shastra, not only grasping intellectually, that we have to experience it, then only the expected mukti comes. So, hey Guru, we are committing at your feet to ourselves and at the feet of Shruti Mata in this endeavor. So we request you, beg you, that please be with us, please bless us, so that we will be very convincingly doing sadhana and pleasing you, coming to your own your expectation level of embarking, and also maybe become a fit instruments in your hands, so that this great parampara of the Shastra, Sanatana Dharma, Adhyatmika Jivanam is spread all around through the medium chosen by you. What more Puja Gurudev expects from us than this? This is the main thing. All else are secondary. And his expectation always from all of us are finish your outer duties and purify your inner antakaranas, and then study the Shastra as regularly, seriously, sincerely, deeply concentrated as possible, and try to implement them. And your respect for dharma, your respect for the nation, and gratitude, may it all express naturally from you. Bharata Gauravaya Namaha, Sita Pragnaya Namaha, Nitya Suddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha, Shastrodharakaya Namaha, Druda Nishchayaya Namaha, Satya Sankalvaya Namaha. These are all beautifully Puja Gurudev's Ashtotram we see. So we are always at his feet. He will never leave us. Once when we say to the Guru and God, Sakrudeva Parpannaya Tavasmi Tichayachate, Avam Sarvabhutebhya Dadame Tadvratam Mama, such Guru Tattva Bhagwan is always with such disciple and devotee to take care. And the day when the disciple is able to discover Guru's presence in and through every moment, when he starts discovering him, then his work from his side is almost done. First, just abide by what Guru Maharaj says. Keep doing it. Dekhte dekhte, we can see all the required changes, transformations, outer, inner, and start happening. More than all that, the settling of the mind. Then the purity of the mind, the subtlety of the mind, and also the ability of the mind to grasp what is said in Shastra by the Guru Parampara. All that by Guru Kripa starts happening. Even the Dhyanam, in that the Dheya Vastu of the Atma Tattva, the Anubhuti of that, Guru is Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara Sarupa. As a Brahma, he creates disciple in us. As a Vishnu, he maintains sadhana in us. As a Shiva, by removing the avidya layers, all the curtains, he can reveal the Atma Anubhuti to us. With his full faith at his feet and commitment, with seeking forgiveness from him for whatever the follies that are happening relentlessly because of our own ignorances, immaturities, inefficiencies, insufficiencies, all that. With his kind heart, Karuna Sagaraya Namaha, may he not leave us, may we not leave him. Yasya deve parabhakti yatha deve tada gurav tasya dekadida hyartaha prakashante mahatmanaha. May Puja Gurudev's Divya Mangala Vigraha, we always, in our heart, may we always be at his feet worshipping him. May we tune to his teachings. May we be inspired by his way of life of every moment contribution to dharma and establishing the self. Thus, our life be fulfilled by dedicating to him and the parampara. Om Shri Chinmayananda Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmayananda Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmayananda Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmayananda Saraswati 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 Sadgurave Namaha. Now, what can be our offering to him on this great occasion is again dedicating, committing, and renewing our commitment that as we did for 2 years from today again till the next year, 20 days, without stop, we will continue our Shastra Adhyanam. We are into Mundakam, sorry, Taitriyam, then Aitariya, then Shvetashvataram, Chandogya, all these also. Why should we break wherever we are? We keep studying our Shastra. That is what can be the best offering for us to him and to all the Guru Parampara and the Guru Tattva and Shruti Mata and to the Paramatma and the Parabrahma Tattva and to our own self. The best thing can be that alone. So let us commit for this. And as he protected us last 2 years, he will continue protecting us. So let us take that commitment. I have taken, you also take. I request you, we will do the study continuously. Thank you. Now, at the feet of Puja Gurudev, we are surrendering. Hey Guru, Taittiriya Upanishad Adhyanam with Bhashya we started. Please bless us to fully focus with all devotion, dedication, faith, Shraddha to study every word of Mula Mantra as well as the Bhashya, understand it and live up to it and see the experiences gained inside. Thank you, O Lord, O Guru. Let us do the Parayanam for 3-4 minutes. Then we will go into our study. Take thoda tuning is always required. Shanti mantra, then Vyaharuti Upasana mantra means the 10th Anuvaka of the first Valli of Siksha Valli, up to which yesterday we came, we continue it. Okay. And to a whole thing we'll chant today. It will be wonderful. It's an offering to the Guru Parampara and Gurudev. Om Atha Krishna Yajurvedantargata Taittiriya Shakhantargata Taittiriya Upanishad Siksha Valli Shanti Mantra Om Shanno Mitrah Samvarunah Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Bruhaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramah Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ व्याहृति उपासनम् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सु वरितिवा एतास्तिस्रो व्याहृतयः तासामुहस्मै तान् चतुर्थीम् माहाचमस्य प्रवेदयते मह इति तद्ब्रह्म स आत्मा अङ्गान्यन्या देवताः भोरिति वा अयं लोकः भुव इत्यन्तरिक्षं सुवरित्यसौ लोकः मह इत्यादित्यः आदित्येन वाव सर्वे लोका महीयन्ते भूरिति वा अग्निः भुव इति वायुः सुवरित्यादित्यः मह इति चन्द्रमाः चन्द्रमसा वाव सर्वाणि ज्योतिगंसि महीयन्ते भोरिति वारुचः भुव इति सामानि सुवरिति यजोगंसि मह इति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मणा वाव सर्वे वेदा महीयन्ते भोरिति वै प्राणः भुव इत्यपानः सुवरिति व्यानः मह इत्यन्नम् अन्नेन वाव सर्वे प्राणा महीयन्ते तावा एताश्चतस्रश्चतुर्धा चतस्रश्चतस्रो व्याहृतयः तायो वेद स वेद ब्रह्म सर्वेऽस्मै देवा बलिमा वहन्ति स य एषोऽन्तर्हृदय आकाशः तस्मिन्नयं पुरुषो मनोमयः अमृतो हिरण्मयः अन्तरेण तालुके स य एषस्तन इवावलम्बते सेन्द्रयोनिः यत्रासौ केशान्तो विवर्तते व्यपोह्य शीर्षकपाले वोरित्यग्नौ प्रतितिष्ठति भुव इति वायौ सुवरित्यादित्ये मह इति ब्रह्मणि आप्नोति स्वराज्यम् आप्नोति मनसस्पतिं वाक्पतिश्चक्षुष्पतिः श्रोत्रपतिर्विज्ञानपतिः एतत्ततो भवति आकाशशरीरं ब्रह्म सत्यात्मप्राणारामं मन आनन्दं शान्तिसमृद्धममृतम् इति प्राचीनयोग्योपास्व पृथिव्यन्तरिक्षं द्यौर्दिशो वान्तरदिशाः अग्निर्वायुरादित्यश्चन्द्रमा नक्षत्राणि आप ओषधयो वनस्पतय आकाश आत्मा इत्यधिभूतम् अथाध्यात्मं प्राणो व्यानोपान उदानः समानः चक्षुश्रोत्रं मनोवाक्त्वक चर्ममागुंसर्गस्नावास्ति मज्जा एतदधिविधाय ऋषिरवोचत पाङ्क्तं वा इदगं सर्वं पाङ्क्तेनैव पाङ्क्तग्गः स्पृणोतीति ओमिति ब्रह्म ओमितीदगं सर्वम् ओमित्येतदनुकृतिः स्म वा अप्यो श्रावयेत्याश्रावयन्ति ओमिति सामानि गायन्ति ओगुं सोमिति शस्त्राणि शगंसन्ति ओमित्यध्वर्यो प्रतिगरं प्रतिगृणाति ओमिति ब्रह्मा प्रसौति ओमित्यग्निहोत्रमनुजानाति ओमिति ब्राह्मणः प्रवक्ष्यन्नाह ब्रह्मोपाप्नवानीति ब्रह्मैवोपाप्नोति ऋतं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च सत्यं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च तपश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च दमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च शमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्नयश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्निहोत्रं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अतिथयश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च मानुषं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजा च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजनश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजातिश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च सत्यमिति सत्यवचाराथेतरः तप इति तपो नित्यः पौरुषिष्टिः स्वाध्याय प्रवचने एवेति नाको मौद्गल्यः तद्धि तपस्तद्धि अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम् शिष्यानुशासनम् ॐ वेदमनोच्याचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सीः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यै न प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता अयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता अयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषद एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत् तद्वक्तारमावीत् आवीन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Wonderful. Today, Shishyanushasanam and also all the commitments, everything have come in them. We chanted all that. And it's a good beginning for all of us. Now, let us take up the study of our Taittiriya Upanishad. And we saw this Taittiriya Upanishad belongs to the Taittiriya Shakha of the Krishna Yajurveda, the Adhyaya 7, 8, 9. So, in this, there are three Vallis: Siksha Valli, Brahmananda Valli, somewhere it is called Ananda Valli, then the Bhrugu Valli. A beautiful Shanti mantra is there for it. Before that Shanti mantra, which is very exhaustively, very inspiringly commented by Bhagavan Adi Shankara. Before that, he gives a extensive Sambandha Bhashya, in which the theme is relentlessly studying the Upanishads, contemplating on the truth, knowing the reality alone is the way of moksha. Any other thing other than that, though it may give so many other things, but all those things ultimately are binding us to the world only. Therefore, after a certain period of time, through all these activities, undertakings, when the main goal of purification of antakarana, clearing of the debts is achieved, our focus should be only in knowing the self through the Shravana Manana Nididhyasana of the Upanishad. So that's how in this Sambandha Bhashya, Shankara Bhagavan will explain that to us. And even before that, he starts with invocation, in which in the mantra one, he will be praying, is invoking the grace by saluting to that Parabrahma Tattva alone, which is a reality, which is the theme of our study in the Upanishad. Then he extensively extends his gratitude salutations to entire Guru Parampara. Along with him, we also are doing the same. And in the third mantra, why and what he is going to do in this further study of Upanishad, and why and how he did write this Bhashyam, and for whose sake. So, in this way, if you study thoroughly with our minds, intellects prepared, we can see such a systematic development of the thought and theme in the writings of our Rishis Munis, whether they are Mula Mantrakara or the Bhashyakara. Sutrakara, they are called as the Bhashyakara. So Bhagavan Narayana is Sutrakara, Vedavyasa is called as Bhashyakara. In the same way, our great Bhagavan Shiva is called as Sutrakara, and Adi Shankara is called Bhashyakara. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. So it's a beautiful thing. Not only the subject matter is developed, but the ultimate of the subject matter it is having understood which practiced, which the jiva evolves to that highest level of Atma Anubhava, Brahma Anubhava, which is indicated as Mukti liberation from the entire world of samsara, of duality, of samsara being limited by the upadhi as a jiva. So this is the beauty of our rishis, munis, great our Mula Mantrakaras as well as our Bhashyakar. And we can never clear our debts for them. The only way is what? When we dissolve our individuality in the experience of truth and again later on committing only in the spreading of the Tattva Jnana through the Shastra. Bhavatu Urdhvam Bhavatu Shastra Rakshanam. That is what is said in Narada Bhakti Sutra. Once Nishchedadyad Urdhvam Bhavatu Shastra Rakshanam. When the Nisched Dhrata happens of the experience of the self, the only way we can extend our gratitudes to the Guru, the Lord, to the Shruti Mata is Shastraka Rakshanam. In your world, in your life, millions of things you can do. But the two bestest things that can be done are one, study Shastra and through the Shastra know the truth. Second is after that, only propagate or express the Shastra only or help in the spreading of the Shastra Jnana which caters to the need of all these sadhakas again to know the truth. These are the two bestest things we as a human being can do. All other also wonderful things, good things, great things. But these are the ultimate. There is nothing greater than this. So, with these few words, yesterday we started in the Upakrama Bhasha Bhagavan Adi Shankara, the mantras. The first we saw, second one we were seeing. Let us chant first mantra, all of us together. Om Adashri Adi Shankaracharya Kruta Bhashya Antargata Mangala Sarana Prarthana Upakrama Shlokatrayam Om Yasmat Jatam Jagat Sarvam Yasminneva Praliyate Yene Dandharyate Chaiva Tasmai Jnanatmane Namaha Yasmat Jatam Jagat Sarvam यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येने दन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः. Actually, the self experience is so obvious, and from that word self only, the entire world is projected, imagined, sustained, and staying, going back into him. So obvious it is, but because of our what do you say, the stulata of the intellect, because our intellect become blunt and it has become slave to Dehendriya Mana, and this entire Sanghat of Dehendriya Mana Buddhi and Ahankara has become slave to the outer Shabda Sparsha Rupa Sagandha. Thus entire attention is focused only on that. That's why this most obvious thing of the presence of Paramatma everywhere and anything else is coming from him, staying in him, going into him. That obvious thing we are not able to recognize. So we have to understand this basic thing and we have to start undoing whatever the unwanted is done and unfolding the self which is enfolded. This is the purpose of life. So in this first mantra, salutation is done. And in that salutation only, how beautifully the entire theme is brought. In this theme, in this sloka, all the three themes are brought. One, the world is taken into account and its cause is explained. Second is that cause is what is told. And third, what is our respect, reverence, or relation with that cause that also is told. So first is the world, the entire, the outer and inner worlds of millions of variety, whatever are there. For all of them, there is only one Mula Karana. And that Mula Karana simultaneously, as we studied exhaustively yesterday, is the Upadana material cause, Nimitta the efficient cause, the Karana the instrument cause, the Karma the action cause for the entire world. And he is in what form? That pure cause is Jnana Swarupa, pure awareness only. That awareness is ease. Therefore, you can add one more word. That awareness is of the nature of Sat, means Sat and Chit. And what is our job to be done? Our job is to salute to that tattva from where everything is coming. How do we do the salutation, sir? By discovering that to be ourselves. Therefore, Tasmai Jnana Atmane Namaha. My salutations to that truth from where everything is coming, staying, and going back, which is of the nature of pure Jnana consciousness. And I am saluting him by myself discovering that to be me. With this only, as we quoted yesterday, the Mandukya Upanishad also concluded. The last 100th Karika of the Alata Shanti Prakarana. Namaskurmo Yathabalam. Durdarsham Adhigambhiram Ajam Samyam Visharadam Buddha Padam Ananatvam Namaskurmo Yathabalam. We have to salute and surrender to only one thing called as the absolute truth. And that salutation and surrender is only when we identify ourselves with that or experience the truth to be ourselves, and everything else is that and that and that alone. Let us become pakka in these sort of things which are final, which are never changeable, which are eternal, which are our goals, which alone inspire us. I have to surrender and salute to the absolute truth by identifying with that. That's my goal. Today, no matter in whatever the level of ego or jiva bhava or dehadita adatmya or samsara I am there, it's okay. All that will slowly go away. But let me be clear about my ultimate goal. So, yasmat jatam jagat sarvam. That from whom the entire jagat is born. As we said yesterday, the birth of Jagat in the Paramatma is like the birth of wave in the water, the pots in the mud, ornaments in the gold, and the serpent on the rope. It is not a birth, it is only an appearance. But let us say people accept that language. So Bhagavan Shankara uses that Yasmat Jatam Jagat Sarvam. Again, Yasmin Eva Praliyate. The name Jagat itself indicates Jayate, Gachati, Tishtati. Jagati iti Jagat. So, the beginning of Jagat will conclude only in its end. And when it is ending, where it is entering into, where is it ending into? Again, into that truth only, from where it came. So, we have to become very clear in the vagueness of intellect, in the non thinking of intellect, of the truth or satya or spirituality. These things never come to us. Nobody teaches us. They are not in academics, nowhere. But when we come to class, keep on listening to Upanishads, these things we have to become very, very clear that from the Mula Padartha, all the Karya comes. Then when the Karya's work is over, it goes back into its own Mula Padartha. So every pot ultimately will have to merge back into the mud. Every wave goes away into the water. Remember, every ornament will have to melt, go back to the gold one time or the other. In the same way, yasmin eva praliyate. So by saying so, entire Jagat is destined for pralaya, and the Jagat pralaya has to be achieved. Only then the truth is known. Having known the truth again, everything is that and that alone. So yasmineva praliyate. An interesting thing, if you are meditating, if you become meditative, every moment we can see the pure consciousness in us, and from that consciousness only the thoughts are coming, the mind is coming with the thoughts of ahamidam, and every moment it is dissolving, and toward the end of the day in the sleep, every one of them are entering into bijavastha. In the same way, in the cosmic universal level also, you see, from this avyakta parabrahma, the vyakta karana sukshma sthula are manifesting and again dissolving back to him. If you become absolutely acutely aware, we can see from the awareness the thoughts becoming grosser in the form of the world. Then the grass world entering into the thoughts, again going back to the awareness. We can see consciously the world is emerging, staying for some time and going back to him. This is only Vedanta. Final. इतना ही समझना है हमको. That alone is reality, absolute, always changeless, deathless, birthless, immutable. On him, all this is coming and going, projected and rejected, projected, rejected. This is meditation. Then, when it is done, reality is gain value of reality, and that being infinite, and I'm identifying with that, my bliss is infinite. Everything else is understood to be ephemeral, unreal. We don't value it, therefore, it won't bind us with the dukkha. It's so simple. The most simplest and easiest in the world is Vedanta only, both in understanding and practice. We made it complicated, therefore, it becomes our responsibility to make it simple through all qualifications and sadhanas. So, first mantra is understood. Yasmat jatam jagat sarvam. All Sula Sukshma Karana Jagat. Vyashti and Samashti. All has come from him only. Yasmin eva praliyate. It will definitely do pralaya and it will enter. The four pralayas we talked about are every moment the thoughts are dissolving. Second pralaya is when we sleep. Third pralaya is when Brahmadeva sleeps. Fourth is when the sadhaka discovers the Parama Atma Tattva, at the verge of which all of these things are dissolved. That is called the fourth pralaya. It's called Atyantika pralaya. In all those pralaya, all of this is going back to him only. Yasmin eva praliyate. So in the Ajnana Dasha, the world is projected and we live in the world. Sometimes we take the world as real and we get so much caught up in that. As the Jnana is coming, slowly we understand it is coming from the self, the cause, and we dissolve it in the cause. We identify ourselves with that. So, Yasma Jatam Jagat Sarvam Yasmineva Praliyate. Third one is Yena Idam Dharyate Cha Eva. He is the one who is supporting the entire world at the time of its own वर्ल्ड सस्टेनेंस स्थिति काल में वही परमात्मा के ऊपर आधारित ये सारा जगत है तस्मै टू हिम ज्ञान आत्मने नमः इन अदर प्लेस इट्स कॉल्ड सत्य आत्मने नमः सो टू दैट सत्य ज्ञान आत्मा our salutations. So it's an information. Then slowly it should become a knowledge. That knowledge should become a conviction. Conviction happens when you do deep contemplation. And that conviction, when we try to live on the seat of meditation, it becomes nididhyasana. And when it happens, we can experience it that we are that. And in that, including these panchakoshas, everything is coming, staying, and going. A leela, a play is going on. It's an expression of the joy of the infinite. Therefore, there is no definite purpose. There is nothing to lose or nothing to gain. It's leela matra. Later on. Now, the second mantra we chanted yesterday, and we try to understand it, in which all the gurus of all sects, of all religions and all paths, whose directions, guidances have led any of the seekers toward the truth, all of them are expression of Bhagavan only, and every one of them deserve our salutations and our gratitudes, not for their sake, but for our own sake. That alone will free ourselves from any type of the inner biasnesses because of which we get conditioned in our minds. My guru is my guru. I salute my guru. I surrender to my guru. I learn from him. That doesn't mean that others are not gurus, are not Mahatmas. Is it not? Guru Tattva is one. It expresses in so many forms at various periods of the history to guide the disciples or sadhakas. Every one of them are great. And every path, Akashat Patitam Toyam, Yatha Gacchati Sagaram, Sarvadeva Namaskaram, Keshavam Pratigachati, and Mame Vaye Prabhatinti, or Bhagavan says, whoever, whatever the path they are walking, Mama Vartman Vartante Manushya Partha Sarvasha. Therefore, this attitude of blaming or insulting or devaluing or other either religions or other spiritual paths or other techniques or other gurus is nothing but waste of our time and energy. If possible, invoke guidance and blessings from all. If not, just don't comment. Stick to your own Guru Tattva and from them learn and just eject out of this bandhanam. So that's why this second mantra becomes very important and prominent in our life every day. Chant it. Om Yairime Guru Bhi Purvam Pada Vakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatāh Sarva Vedantāh Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. How beautiful it is. Tan Aham Pranatosmi Nityam. To all those gurus, all the time, I extend my salutations, pranams through the gratitude. Nityam aham kritagnata purvaka pranatosmi. I always bow down at their feet and do my salutations, namaskar. Nityam pranatosmi. Not even a moment. The Guru Parampara, the Ishtadevata and Parabrahma, they always have to be in our mind. Never ever forget even a moment. So Nityam Pranatosmi is always grateful and always at their feet with Namaskar. And who are they? Yehi, by whom? Ime Vedantaha, Sarva Vedantaha, Vyakhyataha. Those gurus by whom all this great literature of Upanishad, literature of the Vedas, literature of the truth are being Vyakhyataha, expounded exhaustively. And some expounded by their mauna and in their inexperience. Some explained by writing the commentaries and books. Some by starting some institutions, and some of them by giving sermons or the lectures to the audience. To all of them, our salutations. So, Sarva Vedantaha Yehi Guruvihi Vyakhyataha. All Vedantas commented by all the gurus right from the beginning of creation, to all of them our salutation. See, remember, if that parampara is not there, that we listen to the guru and all satsang, we appreciate it. But the difficulty which he goes through, the tapasya which he does, which is not of one life, from how many lives of study of the Shastra, again under the Guru Parampara, and trying to understand, experience, and teach to us. It is a Mahan tapasya, in fact, greatest tapasya than any other thing. Once in a while, we should feel for that great Guru's great efforts. If that parampara is not there, if their commitment is not there, the entire Shastra Jnana would have become lupta. There is nothing to guide us for the final liberation. We take this world on as real, then like a charvaka or bhogi, we only remain in this samsara. And it is Ishvara Krupa, if you ask me, that time and again, at every period of history, how much ever bad or worse it is there, of Kali Yuga or whatever, he sends some gurus and Mahatmas, rather himself comes in that form to sustain this tradition of Adhyatmikata. If more jivas are there at that time, then more of them learn from that guru. If not, few are there, never mind, but Veda Vidya is continued. Tattva Jnana is continued in this Guru Parampara. Okay, so we salute to all our gurus. That's so in Bhagavad also every day we take the name of all the gurus. Morning class Upanishad also Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Brahmadibhya, right from Brahmadeva. Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhya. Those who have taken up the Kartrutva commitment to do the Sampradanam, to pass on the Brahma Vidya. And Vamsha Rishibhya, those who have given us Diksha, or to whatever the Vamsha or Gotra we belong, and each one of them committed to one or the other Veda, in that Veda another Upanishad, in that Upanishad Mahavakya, and through that Mahavakya reaching the truth. Every Guru, Rishi to which Gotra we belong, all of them finally talk Brahma Vidya only. They are called Vamsha Rishibhya. And Mahadbhya, they are Mahat because they have experienced it. They are Mahat because through them the Vedas are revealed. They are Mahat because relentlessly they worked hard to pass on this knowledge to us. They are Mahat so that they are continuously in prayer to the Lord to bless each and every one who is seeking Adhyatmikata. To all of them our salutation. Namo Gurubhyaha. Then Narayanam Padmabhavam. Narayana is Sakshat Narayana. Padmabhava is Brahmadeva. Then his Manasaputra Saptarishis Vashishta. Then his Putra Shakti. His Putra is Parasara. His Putra Vyasa. Then Shukadeva. Then Gaudabana. Then Govindabana. Then Adi Shankara. Then all these four disciples. And in that parampara, our Gurudev and we, this is how. Remember the Guru Parampara every day. Tam Todakam Vardhikarmanyan Asmat Gurun Santadam Anatosmi. Shrutismriti Purananam Alayam Namami Bhagavad. How beautiful, see, every day when we remember the Parabrahma Tattva, the Guru Tattva, the Guru Parampara, and praying to them, oh Guru, whatever great abilities you have, please bless us also with them so that we also reach to the truth. Yeah. Now Vyakhyataha Sarva Vedantaha. By them, all the Vedantas are Vyakhyata commented. How? Pada Vakya Pramanataha. So, Pada, Vakya, Vyakhyanam they did, but with the Pramana. The main three Pramanas are, one is the Veda Pramana, second is the Guru Parampara Pramana, most importantly, the third Pramana with which they did the Vyakhyana of the Pada and Vakya is Anubhava Pramana. We are studying in the Parampara, trying to know the truth to understanding in sadhana, but they have done with the Anubhava Pramana. Puja Guru, they have experienced it. Anubhava is the main pramana. Why? Because if I have myself not experienced, then how can I convincingly tell others? It won't convince others also. So Anubhava pramana is final. That's why Shrotriya and Brahmanishta, the Guru must be. But we are doing our Swadhyaya, keeping Gurudev and Guru Parampara in our mind. Ours says that's okay. But actually, the Guru Parampara, in which the Guru is Shrotriya Brahmanishta, he has got Anubhava Jnanam, that Anubhava is called Pramana. Then Anubhava is there, but why should anybody believe? Therefore, the authority of the Shastra. And how did you get the Shastra from? From the Guru Parampara. So, the Pramana of the Guru Parampara, the Pramana of the Shastra, the Pramana of the Swayam Anubhava, these are the three things based on which the Gurus have given the commentary of Sarva Vedanta of Vakya and Pada. Pada Vyakhyanam and Vakya Vyakhyanam. Pada Vyakhyanam is you have to know the meaning of the word, every words. Then together the words make a sentence. Then the sentence has to be explained. And every word and sentence all put together, they are indicating either the preparation for the sadhana or the siddhi. Siddhasthiti or the tattvasthiti. Therefore, those entire gurus, to all of them, of wherever they were of any period of history, our salutations. It can be Atri, Murugu, Vaisita, Gautama, Kashiva, Angras, Volasa, Valhad, Rishis, Yagnavalka, Jamadagna, Bharadwajati Rishis, Vishwamitra, Vashishta, Shukadeva. How many of the Rishi Munis have come in the time of Gautama Rishi, Agastya Rishi? Everyone, the Naradati, Devarshis, they are Brahmarshi, they are the Rajarshis. All of them have worked hard. Some great rishis have sustained this parampara by writing these mantras on the Talapatra Grantha. The greatest of all, Bhagavan Vyasa, has done the vibhajana of these Vedas and beautifully passed on, though he has done all that work, but then 95% of the Veda is not available now, only 5%. It's okay, it has not come lukta. When we study whatever we have to study, and when we deserve, they are revealed to us. Again, they are not gone into complete absence. They are only in the unmanifest stage. Again, when the time comes, they all get manifested. One need not worry. Shastra is Bhagavad Sarupa, Bhagavad is Shashvata, Shastra is Shashvata. Therefore, Yaihi Gurubihi ime Vedantaha Purvam Pada Pramanata Vakya Pramanataha Vyakhyataha Tan Aham Nityaha Pranataha Asmi. In our own language, all those gurus who have commented the words and sentences of the Veda Vakyas to explain to the Shishya Parampara, the Brahma Tattva, to all the gurus, our Nitya Pramana, Nitya Pranama, all the time in gratitude, in prayers, we salute them, we surrender to them. And it's very essential. All Shastras say, without Guru, Sanatana Shastra, The Shastra can't be understood, sadhana cannot be inspiringly done, experience cannot come. Isliye once we come to Adhyatma Sadhana, Guru is everything for us. Okay. Now the third mantra talks about what is there in this particular Upanishad and why he has commented and for whose sake. Three things are important. Taittiriya Sarasya Mayacharya Prasadatah Vispashtartharuchinam hi Vyakyeyam Sampraniyate Taittiriya Sarasya Maya Acharya Prasadatah Vispashtartharuchinam hi Vyakyeyam Sampraniyate. This one. So, Taittiriya Sarasya. So, what is there in this forthcoming Taittiriya Upanishad is the Sara essence of the entire Taittiriya Aranyaka. Taittiriya Aranyaka, Bhaga of Krishna Yajurveda, whatever is there, the entire Sara of that is this one. So, whatever is said before this, whatever is said after this is only for the sake of this. So it's very clear. Means Bhagavan Adi Shankar, they're all Maha Yogis, Mahajnanis. वो लोग जो आंख बंद कर ले, every Veda mantra with all its meaning is revealed to them. So he has conceived that this Upanishad is Sara of the entire Taittiriya Aranyaka Bhaga. In that, there may be earlier the Upasana Kanda, the Karma Kanda, hoinge sab, but all of them are, though the initial helping sadhanas, but all of their purpose is to study the Taittiriya Upanishad only. So Taittiriya Kasarasya, then Maya by me, Acharya Prasadataha, with the Prasannata, Prasada, Kripa, Anugrah, Mayon Acharya. So Bhagavan Shankara's Lord, this from his Guru, Govinda Bhagavad Padacharya. We can feel. Even Mandukya is from going in the Bhagavad Pada, but the Gaudapadaji blessed him with the power to write commentary even on that Karikas. That's how it goes. So Maya Acharya Prasadataha, by the Prasada of Mayona Acharya. Another Adhyatmic sadhana is to make the Acharya Prasanna, so that his grace makes us understand, do sadhana, experience the self, even help the Shastra later on. So he is not claiming that I have done it. It is a prasad of my Acharya. Acharya means Achinoti Shastrartham Acharena Stapayatitha. The one who has thoroughly studied Shastra and explains it exhaustively, but he does a Acharana of it, the sadhana bhaga as well as anubhava bhaga. From that strength only teaches us is called Acharya. Then, and for whose sake you are doing this? Vispashta Artha Ruchina. Those who have the ruchi or the taste or the interest for having the vispashta artha. Those who want to thoroughly, clearly, systematically, distinctly, unambiguously want to know the every detail of this Upanishad. For their sake, what are you doing? Vyakhya yam samyak praniyate. This commentary is very well put forth. So this so beautiful commentary is written by me, by my own Acharya's Krupa, for the sake of those people who are wanting to know the Taittiriya Upanishad's exhaustive essence and Sara, which again is the Sara of the entire Taittiriya Aranyaka. Obviously, it is the essence of the Yajurveda, and that is the essence of all the purpose of Veda, and Veda is the final purpose of the human life. Human life is to study, live Veda. That's it. So, in that way, if we see, this Taittiriya Upanishad, the essence of Vedas, essence of Yajurveda, in that Krishna Yajurveda, in that Taittiriya Aranyaka, uska sara hai Vivata. So, every word is important here. Most important are Acharya Prasadataha and Vishpashtartha Ruchinam. So, may we all become the interested, serious seekers of this Taittiriya Upanishad with Bhashya. In that interest only, all the abilities are generated, holding on to which, when we travel in this path of study, sure, with the Guru Parampara Kripa, we'll have the clarity of understanding. And the amount of details which are there in Taittiriya Upanishad, explaining the Siddhanta, explaining the sadhanas, giving us all variety of orders or the Anushasanas or the duties. Perhaps in no other Upanishads so many are there. That's why One Taittiriya study again equivalents to the study of other Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita and Vedasara. Very beautiful it is. Almost all details required from scratch level to the highest, they're all taught. You know how to go to the Gurukula, stay with the Guru, and how the discipline we have to have. And there also the variety of Upasana, the discipline, सारे इसमें आपको सिखाएंगे. Even after leaving the Guru, after everything, Adhyayana is done, how throughout the life one has to conduct. For that also Guru Maharaj gave, in the convocation, he gave very many things, blessings. But then toward the end of Upanishad, in that Sadachara Prashamsa, he gave the entire discipline to be lived throughout the life. In other Upanishad, you ask me, I gave the knowledge, हो गया bye bye. यहाँ ऐसा नहीं होता. वेद मनुच आचार्य अंत्यवासिन मनुष्यास्ति. After giving all Veda Jnana, Acharya says, knowledge diya maine, sadhana to you have to start from beginning. What is that? Satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayan ma pramadaha acharyaya priyam dharma urda pradatan satyan, then matur deva bhava. All that he gives. In that convocationary address. Towards the end also again that comes. So that way this Upanishad becomes a beautiful thing. And I am just started to study and you are with me to cooperate to me. Together we try our best to feel the meaning of Bhashya and thus the meaning of the Upanishad. And definitely we will invoke Guru Krupa, Guru Tattva Krupa, that not only we are just getting information, we make it a knowledge conviction, and not only conviction, but we try to live the life of Upanishad and we will experience the truth in our life very much. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll start the thing of Bhashya, but one paragraph today I'll chant because Pujya Gurudev's Jayanti today, it can be a beginning of Shankara Bhashya Upakrama. So, what is the way he starts? What we have done so far? We just chanted Shanti Mantra, which will be commented later by Bhagavan Shankara. After Shanti Mantra chanting, we did chant our Upanishad for first Valli. Then we took up the 3 invocatory shlokas given to us by Shankara, in which he saluted the Brahma Tattva, he saluted the Guru Tattva and Guru Parampara, and he has given why he has commented this to us and what we have to do. Now he is giving the Sambandha Bhashya for the entire Upanishad, in which the glory of Brahma Vidya, our conviction for Brahma Vidya, he tries to create in us. In contrast to the Brahma Vidya, there are all things which are called as Vidya, but they are avidya, in which some the goal other than the self is indicated. To reach that, some or the other karma or action is indicated. With all that karma, you get all those results, but not the ultimate liberation, which is gained only through Brahma Vidya. Therefore, seek this eternal truth through the Brahma Vidya. In that also, ब्रह्म विद्या पाना है तो 2 काम करनी है. ब्रह्म विद्या दिलाने वाला वही साधना करना है. Point 1 means sadhana definitely you have to do. Second is all other things we should slowly withdraw from. That will be the focus in is Sambandha Bhashya. Then the Shanti Mantra Bhashya, then Siksha Valli Bhashya starts. Now what did he say? Nityani adhigatani karmani उपात्त दुरितय क्षयार्थानि काम्यानि च फलार्थिनां पूर्वस्मिन् ग्रन्थे इदानीं कर्म उपादान हेतु परिहाराय ब्रह्म विद्या प्रस्तूयते. कर्म हेतुः कामः स्यात् प्रवर्तकत्वात् आप्त कामानां काम अभावे स्व आत्मनि अवस्थानात् प्रवृत्ति अनुपपत्तिः. आत्मकामित्वे च आप्तकामता. आत्मा हि ब्रह्म तद्विदः हि परप्राप्तिं वक्ष्यति. अतः अविद्यानिवृत्तौ स्व आत्मनि अवस्थानं परप्राप्तिः. अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते एतमन् आनन्दमयमात्मानम् उपसंक्रामति इत्यादि श्रुतेः. पूर्वपक्षः काम्य प्रतिषिद्धयोः अनारम्भात् आरब्धस्य च उपभोगेन क्षयात् नित्य अनुष्ठेनेन प्रत्यवाय अभावात् अयत्नतः एव स्व आत्मनवस्थानं मोक्षः अथवा निरतिशयायाः प्रीतेः स्वर्गशब्दवाच्यायाः कर्महेतुत्वात् कर्मभ्यः एव मोक्ष इति चेत् सिद्धान्ति न कर्म अनेकत्वात्. विवरण अनेकानि आरब्धफलानि अनारब्धफलानि च अनेक जन्मान्तरकृतानि विरुद्धफलानि कर्माणि सम्भवन्ति. अतः तेषु अनारब्धफलानाम् एकस्मिन् जन्मनि उपभोगक्षये असम्भवात् शेषकर्मनिमित्त शरीरारम्भोपत्तिः कर्मशेषसद्भावसिद्धिः च तद्य इह रमणीयचरणाः तदशेषेण इत्यादि श्रुतिस्मृतिशतेभ्यः. So this is how in 2-3 places Bhagwan Shankara beautifully explains to us the Sambandha Bhashya. We will explain it slowly. Let us take time. अब क्या जल्दी है, पढ़ते रहो. थैंक यू सर्वम. सद्गुरु चरणारविंदार्पणमस्तु. ओम 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 ओम. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. परम ऋषिभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. Very good. Some 15 minutes we will spend in our